Digestion starts in the mouth when the food enters into your mouth, and then mastication happens. Mastication is chewing, and it breaks down the food and allows it to be in contact with digestive enzymes. The saliva aids in digestion because of the salivary amylase, which digests starch. Lingual amylase digests fat, and the mucus binds and lubricates the food bolus. The pharynx aids in digestion by pushing down the food during swallowing by using its pharyngeal constrictors. At the end of the esophagus, which is the beginning of the stomach, the esophageal sphincter stops the food's contents from the stomach from going back up into the esophagus. The stomach breaks down food mechanically and liquefies it by using stomach acid. The stomach breaks down food mechanically and also liquefies it by using stomach acid. This creates an acidic substance called chyme. Fats and proteins are also digested in the stomach. Proteins are digested because of the enzyme pepsin, and fats are digested because of the enzyme lingual lipase. The stomach also digests proteins and fats. Proteins are digested because of the enzyme called pepsin, and fats are digested because of lingual lipase. Lingual lipase is created by the chief cells. Chief cells also produce gastric lipase, which also helps with fat digestion. Lingual lipase and gastric lipase help with digestion, but it only helps with 10 to 15% of the digestion in the stomach, and the other 90 to 85% of digestion happens in the intestines. The cephalic phase of the stomach is when someone looks at or even smells the food, and their stomach responds by secreting acid and gastrin, and this is done to prepare the stomach to receive the food. The gastric phase is when the food that you swallowed and the partially digested protein causes a response from your stomach. Your stomach secretes more acid, and it also stretches. As dietary protein is being digested, it breaks down into peptides and amino acids. This causes more gastrin to be released, and then the gastrin causes the protein to be broken down even more into amino acids and peptides, and it creates a positive feedback loop of creating gastrin and digesting more dietary proteins. The intestinal phase is when the chyme enters the duodenum. This phase allows the duodenum to have control of how much chyme is being entered into the duodenum, so that it's not overloaded and it can have enough time to work on the chyme as it's coming into the duodenum. Contractions happen in the small intestines to mix chyme with pancreatic juice, intestinal juice, and bile. These contractions causes nutrients to be absorbed, and the residual is pushed down into the large intestines. About 500 milliliters of indigestible food residue enters into the large intestine per day, but the large intestines decrease this to about 150 milliliters of residue by absorbing the nutrients and salts and eliminating it as feces through defecation.